Hello everyone and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful For You channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. On the Bold and the Beautiful episode for Tuesday, October 22nd, Hope Logan fondly remembered when Carter Walton defended her during the Forrester meeting. As she thought about that moment, she smiled to herself before being interrupted by Brooke Logan. Brooke noticed her smile and commented on it, prompting Hope to explain that she was keeping an open mind about her situation. However, Brooke understood that Hope had been dealing with a lot of pressure regarding her fashion line. She mentioned having spoken to Deacon Sharp about Carter standing up for Hope. Brooke praised Carter for his support, and Hope agreed, admitting that Carter was a passionate person. Given Carter's role as Forrester Creations' chief operating officer, and his close relationship with Ridge Forrester, Brooke felt confident that having Carter on her side was a big advantage for Hope. Their conversation shifted to Liam Spencer's recent video tribute to Hope, which she admitted was pretty impressive. Will Spencer, who recently started an internship at Forrester, also joined the conversation and joked about the company's beautiful employees, with Hope teasing that one of the women might take notice of him. In the CEO office, Steffi Forrester and Carter had a tense discussion about the future of the Hope for the Future line. Carter brought up the idea of taking more risks and expanding. Although Quinn Fuller had taken her jewelry line with her when she left town, Carter saw no reason why Forrester Creations couldn't continue in the jewelry business. A notification on Carter's phone led him to reveal that he had scheduled a meeting, asking Steffi to keep an open mind. Shortly after, Ivy Forrester arrived, apologizing for what felt like an ambush. Steffi was frustrated that Carter had failed to keep her informed. Ivy tried to smooth things over, expressing her condolences on the passing of Steffi's father, John Forrester. As Ivy pitched her skills as a jewelry designer, Steffi voiced her doubts about working with someone she couldn't fully trust. Ivy, however, was eager to put their differences aside, but Steffi remained hesitant. The situation became more interesting when Ivy introduced Electra Forrester, who had grown up considerably. Steffi was thrilled to see her and welcomed her warmly. Electra reminded Steffi that their grandfather John would have wanted them to work together, even sharing that she once wrote a report about Steffi, admiring her strength as a leader. Ivy and Electra hoped Steffi would allow them to contribute to the company's jewelry line. Carter backed Ivy's pitch and once again urged Steffi to consider expanding Forrester's horizons. Meanwhile, at Il Giardino, Deacon Sharp and Sheila Carter enjoyed some flirtatious conversation before Sheila brought up Brooke's recent visit to the restaurant, which Deacon hadn't mentioned. Teasingly, Sheila accused Deacon of being secretive, but he explained that Brooke had only come to talk about Hope's troubles. Deacon was particularly upset over Hope's failed advance on John Finnegan, who had rejected her kiss. He was worried about the impact it was having on her, especially considering Steffi's harsh reaction to the situation. Sheila assured Deacon that Hope would be okay, especially with Carter stepping in to support her. She also noted that workplaces aren't always free from conflict, implying that Hope would eventually overcome the challenges she was facing. Deacon, however, couldn't stand to see his daughter struggle, wanting her to find success. Sheila was confident that Hope, like her father, would ultimately succeed. However, the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers hint that while Carter might continue to be Hope's hero, it could cost him more than he expects in the long run. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers for the week of October 28th to November 1st promise some heated drama. Carter Walton will find himself in a tough spot with Steffi Forrester, as his job security is at serious risk. Steffi recently hinted to Electra Forrester that Carter is COO for now, clearly suggesting she sees him as easily replaceable. Carter's aggressive push for expansion and his risk-taking attitude have Steffi questioning whether he's steering Forrester Creations in the right direction. With every pitch Carter makes, including one involving the Logans and a bold new vision for the company, Steffi's doubts about him will only intensify. The friction between Steffi and Carter is about to escalate, and she might even consider firing him. However, it's not a simple decision. Carter's deep ties to the Forrester family make things complicated. He's not only Ridge Forrester's best friend, but also a trusted confidant of Eric Forrester. This close bond could make it difficult for Steffi to follow through with removing him. Still, the tension between them will continue to grow. Meanwhile, Deacon Sharp has been quite impressed with Carter, especially since he's been a great support to Hope Logan. Deacon might even take the opportunity to show his appreciation by treating Carter to some food at Il Giardino. As Halloween approaches, Carter will make an appearance at Il Giardino, where Sheila will be serving treats in a witch's costume. Expect some creepy, possibly toe-themed goodies on the menu, as Sheila embraces her love for all things eerie. Sheila might take this chance to pry into Carter's feelings about Hope, and may start to suspect that Carter has more than a professional interest in Deacon's daughter. On October 31st, B&B will air a special Halloween episode where Sheila's sinister side could surface. Sheila might decide to help Hope, but her plans could spell trouble for Steffi, depending on what she schemes up. As for Ridge and Brooke, tensions will rise between the two regarding Hope's fashion line, and whether it should continue. The more conflict that arises between Ridge and Brooke, the better Taylor's chances of rekindling her romance with Ridge. Taylor will likely use this time to bond with Ridge further, offering a sympathetic ear as he vents about the challenges at Forrester Creations. Lastly, Will Spencer will likely set his sights on Elektra, hoping to get to know her better, and perhaps win her heart if things go as planned. The Bold and the Beautiful has left fans intrigued by the absence of Luna Nozawa, who's been behind bars for a while. Her silence has left many wondering what's going on, especially since RJ Forrester and Zen Forrester Dominguez haven't heard from her. There's speculation about Luna's time in prison, and it's possible she's been reflecting on her actions, perhaps even undergoing psychiatric treatment. However, it seems like a missed opportunity for the show to push Luna off-screen without fully exploring the consequences of her actions. A potential return to the storyline could involve prison visits, which would undoubtedly add some extra drama to the mix. Luna's mother, Poppy Nozawa, may still harbor love for her daughter despite all the havoc she caused. There's hope that Poppy could be visiting Luna, and that they're trying to repair their relationship. If Poppy eventually approaches Steffi Forrester, it could lead to a whole new layer of tension. Poppy might suggest that Luna wants to see Steffi, leaving Steffi questioning the true motives behind the request. Steffi would understandably find Luna's request puzzling, and might be hesitant to visit her. After all, Luna was involved in some dangerous schemes, including the near-tragic apartment building demolition that could have cost Steffi her life. The thought of facing her former kidnapper could be unnerving, but curiosity might ultimately drive Steffi to agree to the visit. Once they meet, Luna could offer an apology for her past misdeeds, particularly the kidnapping fiasco. She might admit to losing her way and claim that she's seeking help to turn her life around. Given that Steffi is married to John Finnegan, Luna could express deep regret for the fear and pain she caused. After all, Steffi's life was on the line due to Luna's plans. However, Luna's apology might not be enough to sway Steffi. Luna's history is filled with questionable actions, including tampering with a paternity test and framing Poppy, along with the deaths of Tom Starr and Paul Hollister. These crimes have left a lasting impact, and Steffi may remain skeptical of Luna's remorse. It wouldn't be surprising if part of Steffi feared that Luna had ulterior motives, potentially angling for an early release. If Luna's lawyer could argue that her mental health issues contributed to her actions, it's possible she could be transferred to a psychiatric facility for a reduced sentence. This could lead to a scenario where Luna is released early, claiming she's reformed. However, there's always the chance that Luna's return could reveal she's even more dangerous than before. Despite her absence, it's clear that Luna may not be gone for good. The Bold and the Beautiful has chosen to keep her alive, which hints that there's more to come in this storyline. Whether Luna has truly changed or is still plotting something, her future on the show holds plenty of possibilities. Fans will just have to stay tuned to see what's next for Luna, and how her request to see Steffi will play out. Will and Elektra pass chem test. Carter loses it over Steffi. Welcome back, soap fans. Today, we're diving into the latest drama from The Bold and the Beautiful for Wednesday, October 23rd. There's so much going on, And it's going to be a roller coaster of emotions, especially when Steffi Forrester and Carter Walton clash over some major decisions at Forrester Creations. Plus, we have some exciting romantic sparks flying between Will Spencer and Elektra Forrester. Let's break it all down. Steffi reluctantly gives Ivy and Elektra a shot. First up, we have Steffi Forrester, who's always been a bit cautious when it comes to making business decisions for Forrester Creations. On Wednesday, she'll finally agree to give Ivy and Elektra Forrester a chance to pitch the jewelry line they've been working on. Now, we all know Steffi hasn't exactly been Ivy's biggest fan in the past, but it looks like she's putting those differences aside. For now at least. While Steffi may not be jumping for joy at the thought of partnering with Ivy, she does recognize that Ivy's a talented jewelry designer. Plus, there's Elektra to consider. Steffi has a bit of a soft spot for her younger cousin, Elektra Forrester, who's all grown up now and working alongside Ivy. So, out of respect for her family, Steffi agrees to take a look at what they've been working on. Steffi's cold reaction frustrates Carter. But just because Steffi is giving them a shot doesn't mean she's completely sold. In fact, when she reviews the designs, her reaction isn't exactly positive. Steffi might feel the line isn't up to Forrester Creation standards, or she may argue that the designs seem a bit unsophisticated. She could even predict that the jewelry won't sell well, and consider passing on the line altogether, without giving it too much thought. This cold reaction is going to seriously frustrate Carter Walton. Carter is all about expansion and taking Forrester Creations to the next level, so he sees this as a missed opportunity. From his perspective, Steffi isn't being open-minded, and might be letting her personal feelings toward Ivy get in the way of good business. Once Carter lashes out, we can expect him to vent his frustrations to Hope Logan. He'll likely rant about how impossible Steffi is to work with, and how her grudges are clouding her judgment when it comes to making the best decisions for the company. Carter and Steffi at odds over Forrester Creations' future. This clash between Carter and Steffi could have serious consequences for the company's direction. Carter sees Ivy and Elektra's designs as a chance to expand and innovate, while Steffi seems more hesitant to take risks. The tension between them is only going to escalate as they butt heads over the future of Forrester Creations. Will Steffi change her mind? Or will Carter take drastic measures to ensure the jewelry line gets the attention he feels it deserves? We'll have to stay tuned to see how this business battle plays out. But one thing's for sure. It's going to get heated. Romantic sparks fly between Elektra and Will. In the midst of all the business drama, we've got some exciting romance brewing between Will Spencer and Elektra Forrester. During Wednesday's episode, these two will have a chance encounter that sets the stage for a budding relationship. It all starts when Will, not paying attention to where he's going, bumps into Elektra. After helping her pick up what she's dropped, they exchange introductions. And let's just say, the chemistry is undeniable right from the start. You can expect to see some instant sparks between these two as they hit it off, and seem eager to get to know each other better. Will and Elektra are a couple to watch out for because the bold and the beautiful spoilers hint that their romance is going to be a major storyline moving forward. It's always fun to see new relationships blossom, and it'll be interesting to see how their connection develops, especially with the inevitable complications that always come with any soap opera love story. In a potential future storyline on The Bold and the Beautiful, we might see the drama between Steffi Forrester, played by Jacqueline MacInnes Wood, and Hope Logan, Annika Noel, reach new heights. The long-standing feud between the Forrester and Logan families could intensify when Steffi discovers Hope's secret affair with Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, leading to explosive confrontations and major shifts in the relationships between key characters. Here's how this storyline could unfold. Steffi Forrester and Hope Logan. The Forrester versus Logan feud lives on. The rivalry between Steffi and Hope echoes the tension their mothers, Taylor Hayes and Brooke Logan, experienced over the years. Steffi has always been a dominant force at Forrester Creations, especially when it comes to protecting her family's business and legacy. Hope's position within the company has often been a source of contention for Steffi, and the performance of Hope's fashion line, Hope for the Future, HFTF, has added more fuel to the fire. Recently, Steffi has been unhappy with the way HFTF is performing, and she considered pulling the plug on it. However, Carter Walton intervened, making a passionate plea to keep the line alive. His appeal worked, convincing Steffi and Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., to support HFTF once more. But Steffi is still skeptical, especially when it comes to Hope's motivations. Steffi's explosive reaction, Hope and Carter's fling. According to Jacqueline McInnes Wood, Steffi's reaction to learning about Hope's affair with Carter will be nothing short of explosive. Steffi already suspects that Hope would go to great lengths to secure her position at Forrester Creations, even if it means manipulating Carter's feelings. When Steffi uncovers their secret, she sees this as not only a betrayal, but also a threat to the Forrester family's reputation. The idea that Hope Logan is involved with Carter, a trusted Forrester ally, enrages Steffi. Steffi is known for her fierce loyalty to her family, and she won't take lightly to Hope and Carter's actions. She may even view this as the perfect opportunity to finally rid Forrester Creations of Hope and her underperforming line, once and for all. Business versus personal, Steffi's next move. While Steffi's reaction is driven by both personal and business motivations, she is fully aware of the consequences this scandal could have on Forrester Creations. The company's name is tied to its reputation, and any scandal involving its employees could have serious repercussions. With that in mind, Steffi may decide to take drastic action, including firing both Hope and Carter. Steffi's decision to potentially cut ties with Hope could be rooted in her desire to protect the Forrester brand. However, her personal feelings toward Hope could also be a factor. The ongoing tension between them is not just about business. It's also about their shared romantic history, and this affair could be the final straw for Steffi. Carter's role, caught in the middle. Carter Walton has always been a level-headed and loyal employee at Forrester Creations, but his romantic entanglement with Hope could put his career in jeopardy. Carter's involvement with Hope has complicated his professional life, and now that Steffi knows about their relationship, he could be facing the consequences. Carter's decision to support HFTF was partly motivated by his feelings for Hope, but Steffi sees this as a betrayal of the company. His credibility as a trusted employee is now at risk, and if Steffi decides to fire him, it could have a ripple effect on the entire Forrester Creations team. The fallout bridge breakup looms? If Steffi follows through with her decision to fire Hope and Carter, it will inevitably lead to major conflict with Ridge and Brooke. Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, is fiercely protective of her daughter, and she won't stand by while Steffi tries to destroy Hope's career. Brooke is also likely to defend Carter, especially since she views him as someone who has always had the best interests of Forrester Creations in mind. This could create tension between Brooke and Ridge, who are already on shaky ground after the recent drama involving Taylor Hayes. If Brooke sides with Hope and Carter, it could push Ridge to support Steffi, leading to yet another potential breakup for the iconic couple, known as Bridge, Brooke plus Ridge. What's next for the bold and the beautiful? With Steffi determined to protect her family and the Forrester Creations brand, Hope and Carter's affair could trigger a series of dramatic events. Fans of the bold and the beautiful can expect intense confrontations, high-stakes decisions, and emotional fallout as the characters navigate this complex situation. Steffi's fierce loyalty to her family will no doubt push her to make bold moves, and if she decides to fire Hope and Carter, the consequences will be felt across the entire Forrester family. Brooke and Ridge's relationship may once again be put to the test, and the ongoing feud between the Forresters and Logans could reach a boiling point. Hope's fantasy, Carter versus Steffi, and Brooke's suspicions. A dramatic day on the bold and the beautiful. Spoilers for Tuesday, October 22, 2024 on the bold and the beautiful are packed with intriguing developments. Hope Logan, played by Annika Noel, drifts into fantasy, imagining a romantic connection with none other than Carter Walton, portrayed by Lawrence St. Victor. Meanwhile, Steffi Forrester, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, faces a bewildering announcement from Carter that leaves her questioning his motives. Plus, Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, becomes suspicious of Hope's daydreaming and tries to uncover what, or who, has her daughter so distracted. Hope Logan's romantic fantasy. Hope Logan's internal battle regarding Carter takes center stage in this episode. Having previously told Carter that she needed to tread carefully and slow down, it seems Hope's heart may be winning the battle over her cautious mind. Despite her initial nervousness, Hope finds herself fantasizing about a potential future with Carter. But her daydreams are abruptly interrupted when Brooke walks in. Brooke Logan grows suspicious. As a mother who knows her daughter better than anyone, Brooke is immediately attuned to the fact that Hope is hiding something. While Hope tries to play it off, Brooke can't help but suspect that a man is at the root of her daughter's distracted state. The question is, who? Brooke may jump to conclusions, perhaps even thinking Hope still harbors feelings for John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, or hopes for a reunion with Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton. What Brooke doesn't know is that Hope's thoughts are on Carter, a secret the two have managed to keep under wraps. Carter's public defense of Hope's fashion line might have been a clue, but so far, no one has pieced it together. Carter Walton's baffling move. Meanwhile, in a surprising twist, Carter throws Steffi Forrester for a loop with a bold announcement. Without prior consultation, he declares that he's invited Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, and Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, all the way from Australia to pitch a new jewelry line at Forrester Creations. This sudden initiative leaves Steffi reeling, given that Hope's fashion line is already underperforming, and the company's resources are stretched thin. Steffi isn't sure why Carter made such a major decision without consulting her first. Steffi's concerns about Carter's recent actions don't stop there. Just before his unexpected jewelry pitch, she had been discussing with Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., how out of character Carter's behavior has been. His passion for Hope's struggling line, and now this sudden move to bring in additional designers is raising red flags. Is Carter simply overstepping his bounds as Forrester Creations' most trusted employee? Or is something deeper at play? Tuesday's drama unfolds. As Tuesday's episode unfolds, Hope's secret fantasy life is at risk of exposure. Brooke's suspicions grow, and Carter's bold decisions continue to perplex Steffi. Could these events lead to major shifts at Forrester Creations, and in the personal lives of Hope, Carter, and Steffi? Will Brooke uncover the truth about Hope's feelings for Carter? And how will Steffi handle Carter's sudden initiatives that seem to be pushing boundaries within the company? Today's episode of The Bold and the Beautiful sees tension rise between characters as passions ignite and business decisions hang in the balance. Hope Logan slams the brakes on passion. The episode opens with an intense moment between Hope Logan, Annika Noel, and Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor. Carter admits that all he can think about is her. Their passion flares as they share a heated kiss, tearing at each other's clothes in the heat of the moment. However, in a sudden shift, Hope pulls away, putting a stop to their escalating romance. Deacon Sharp and Brooke Logan bond. Meanwhile, over at Il Giardino, Deacon Sharp, Sean Cannon, is seen checking a delivery before joining Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang. Deacon asks Brooke to help him taste test some desserts, as they chat about the current state of Hope's professional and personal life. Brooke mentions how Carter's passionate defense of Hope's fashion line, Hope for the Future, HFTF, surprised her, especially since Carter rarely speaks out so strongly about business matters. As they talk, Deacon speculates that Carter might be seeing Hope in a different light, more than just a professional. Brooke quietly smiles while enjoying her dessert. Ridge Forrester and Steffi debate HFTF's future. Back at the Forrester Creations office, Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., walks in on Steffi Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood, as she's finishing up a call. Steffi explains that HFTF has been struggling, but she's optimistic about the next collection. Unfortunately, her call ends with a rejection from a buyer, further adding to the mounting pressures on the line. Hope and Carter's continued passion. Despite Hope's earlier attempt to cool things off, the passion between her and Carter doesn't fully die down. As they catch their breath, Carter kisses Hope again. She tries to protest, but Carter persists, and they share another passionate kiss. Tension at Forrester Creations over HFTF. Meanwhile, Steffi and Ridge have a heated discussion about the future of Hope for the Future. Steffi bluntly says that if it were any other line, they would have shut it down by now. She mentions how their loyal customers aren't impressed, and their sales are suffering. Brooke, still talking to Deacon, reflects on the years of mutual respect and admiration between Carter and Hope. She notes how Carter has always put Forrester Creations first, but this time, it seems like he's putting Hope ahead of everything else. Deacon offers to confront Steffi for putting pressure on Hope, but Brooke quickly shuts down the idea. Despite their concerns, Deacon is relieved that Carter is standing by Hope and supporting her through these tough times. Hope and Carter's complicated relationship. The episode ends with Steffi remaining pragmatic about the future of HFTF. Ridge suggests that her feelings toward Hope might be personal, given their recent conflicts, including Hope's kiss with John Finnegan, Tanner Novlin, Steffi's husband. Steffi, still hurt, makes it clear she hasn't forgiven Hope for that betrayal, and says that the buyers losing faith in the line reflects the reality of the situation. Despite Ridge's reminder that their decision should be about the business, not personal feelings, Steffi insists that the buyers are walking away from HFTF, and drastic changes may be needed. Ivy Forrester's return. A vengeful comeback on The Bold and the Beautiful. Ivy Forrester is making her highly anticipated return to The Bold and the Beautiful this week, and actress Ashley Brewer is back with a fierce determination. Since Ivy left Los Angeles a few years ago, she has had ample time to devise plans for revenge against those who wronged her. According to the latest spoilers, Steffi Forrester is at the top of Ivy's hit list. Let's dive into the latest happenings on The Bold and the Beautiful and uncover what's in store for fans. The showdown, Ivy versus Steffi. Steffi Forrester has been deeply engrossed in her battles with Hope Logan and Brooke Logan at Forrester Creations, leaving her completely unprepared for Ivy's comeback. Having been working at the Forrester office in Australia, Ivy is ready to make waves as she returns to Los Angeles, and she's not just there for socializing. She's aiming to challenge Steffi's position as CEO. Fans of BNB will remember the history of conflict between Ivy and Steffi, particularly their rivalry over Liam Spencer. From physical confrontations, including Steffi's attack that sent Ivy tumbling down a staircase, to public humiliations, such as the infamous lingerie modeling incident, it's clear that Ivy has plenty of reasons to seek revenge. Ivy's revenge plan. With Ivy back in town, the first thing on her agenda is a visit to Eric Forrester. In a conversation with him, she sets the stage by revealing how Steffi is mishandling her responsibilities at Forrester Creations, allowing her personal issues to impact her professional judgment. Ivy paints Steffi as someone unfit to lead the company, a sentiment that many could agree with. Ivy's strategic move to win Eric's support could be a pivotal moment, setting the tone for her return. By placing the blame on Steffi, Ivy aims to weaken Steffi's standing within the company and potentially rally others to her side. A strategic comeback. Ivy's return is not just about personal vendettas. It's also about reclaiming her position within the family and the company. Having observed Steffi's missteps from afar, Ivy seems poised to capitalize on the chaos surrounding her cousin. With Steffi embroiled in personal drama, including her ongoing conflicts with Hope and Brooke, Ivy's timing couldn't be better. As Ivy works to sabotage Steffi's reputation, she's also likely to remind everyone of her capabilities and contributions during her previous time at Forrester Creations. The competition between the two cousins is set to reignite old feuds, and viewers can expect dramatic confrontations as the stakes get higher. The fallout. As Ivy and Steffi go head-to-head, the repercussions of their rivalry will undoubtedly affect not just their relationship, but the entire Forrester family dynamic. Ivy's return may also stir up feelings of loyalty and rivalry among other characters, leading to a new wave of tension within the office and personal relationships. Fans of The Bold and the Beautiful should brace themselves for Ivy's strategic moves and the fallout from her actions. With her sights set on Steffi and Forrester Creations, it's only a matter of time before the full impact of Ivy's vengeance unfolds. Will she succeed in taking down her cousin, or will Steffi fight back with everything she has? Conclusion. As Ivy Forrester re-enters the fray, her quest for revenge promises to deliver plenty of drama and intrigue. The long-standing tensions between her and Steffi are sure to reach new heights, captivating audiences and reigniting conversations among fans. Keep watching The Bold and the Beautiful as Ivy's plans come to fruition, and the battle for control of Forrester Creations heats up. Steffy Forrester is undoubtedly one of the standout characters on The Bold and the Beautiful. With her bold personality, stunning looks, and impressive career, she seems to have it all. However, recent developments in the storyline have led many fans to question whether Steffy has become increasingly jealous, spiteful, and mean. What has changed in her character? Is she truly happy with her life, or is there more lurking beneath the surface? The rise of jealousy. Despite her many accomplishments, Steffy appears to be battling feelings of jealousy. Many viewers have noticed her frequent confrontations with others, especially Hope Logan, and her mother, Brooke Logan. Steffy often asserts her dominance at Forrester Creations, reminding everyone of their place within the company hierarchy. This aggressive stance raises the question, is Steffy genuinely content, or is she simply masking deeper insecurities? A shift in attitude. Fans have observed a marked change in Steffy's demeanor. Her frustration was palpable when Carter announced Ivy and Elektra Forrester would be launching a new jewelry line. Instead of supporting her family, Steffy reacted with suspicion, questioning Carter's motives and intentions. This reaction hints at a deeper unease and suggests that her ability to maintain healthy relationships is deteriorating. From role model to bitter rival, Steffy was once a figure of empowerment and inspiration for many. However, her recent behavior has shifted from that of a respected leader to a bitter rival. Many fans are left wondering what has contributed to this transformation. Is she grappling with feelings of inadequacy or depression? Or is her relentless pursuit of power overshadowing her once admirable qualities? The quest for power and respect. Steffy's actions suggest a desire for control and validation. She seems willing to do whatever it takes to maintain her status and prove her worth, even if it means alienating those around her. This hunger for power raises questions about her motivations and the true source of her unhappiness. Conclusion. Steffy Forrester's journey on The Bold and the Beautiful is a complex narrative filled with ups and downs. As she grapples with jealousy, spite, and the quest for power, fans are left wondering what the future holds for her. Will she find a way to reclaim her former self, or will her bitterness continue to drive her actions? To uncover what lies ahead for Steffy, fans will need to keep tuning in to The Bold and the Beautiful. Call to action. Join the conversation. What do you think is behind Steffy's recent behavior? Is there hope for her redemption, or is she on a downward spiral? Share your thoughts in the comments below. The drama continues to unfold in The Bold and the Beautiful as we dive into the spoilers for Tuesday, October 22, 2024. Expect a whirlwind of emotions as Hope Logan's, Annika Noel, secret longing for Carter Walton, Lawrence St. Victor, takes center stage, while Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, arrives just in time to interrupt. Additionally, Carter stirs the pot with unexpected news for Steffy Forrester Finnegan, Jacqueline McInnes Wood. Let's break down what's set to happen in this riveting episode. Hope's Daydreams. On October 22nd, viewers will see Hope grappling with her feelings for Carter after she recently decided to cool off their passionate connection. As the episode unfolds, Hope finds herself daydreaming about what a relationship with Carter could entail. Lost in her thoughts, she envisions a romantic scenario filled with potential, allowing her imagination to run wild with the possibilities of being with him. However, her reverie is abruptly interrupted. Brooke's arrival. Just as Hope indulges in her fantasies, Brooke walks in, compelling her daughter to snap back to reality. Recognizing that Hope is preoccupied with thoughts of someone special, Brooke's instinct kicks in. Knowing her daughter well, she immediately suspects that a romantic interest is involved. The look on Hope's face gives it away, prompting Brooke to inquire about who is capturing her daughter's thoughts. Initially, Brooke might assume that Hope is daydreaming about John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlin. But Hope quickly assures her mother that Finn is not the focus of her thoughts. Next, Brooke might suggest Liam Spencer, Scott Clifton, as a possibility, only to be met with another denial from Hope. This leads to an intriguing back and forth, as Brooke's curiosity intensifies. Will Hope ultimately confide in her mother, or will she keep her feelings for Carter a secret? Carter's shocking announcement. Meanwhile, Carter is stirring the pot in another part of town. Spoilers reveal that he will deliver surprising news to Steffi, catching her off guard. Carter informs Steffi that he has invited Electra Forrester, Linnea Grace, and Ivy Forrester, Ashley Brewer, to Los Angeles. The purpose? To pitch their new jewelry line to Forrester Creations. This unexpected move raises questions, particularly since Carter is already pushing resources toward Hope's fashion line. Steffi, already under pressure, will likely be frustrated by Carter's decision-making. Just prior to this, Steffi discussed Carter's recent behaviors with Ridge Forrester, Torsten K., expressing her concerns about his judgment. Now, faced with this new development, she may feel compelled to confront him about why he's taking such initiative without consulting the executives. With financial constraints on the company, Steffi will likely argue that they simply cannot afford to take on another line at this time, further escalating her frustration.